This video is going to be about getting here, going through customs, getting unpacked, and getting situated in my brand new apartment. So this place was empty for like 2 whole months, and I'm so excited to like sort of reveal the moving process and what it was like to get here and get my stuff all situated. So let me start with actually trying to get my stuff here. So the process of getting here began with trying to get everything moved out of Las Vegas. That's where I came from. So inventory and figuring out what I want to take and what I don't want to take, right? Dividing things up and being like, oh, do you really need all of that in Germany? And then from there, actually getting packed out. So that process does take quite a bit of time, but let's pretend like it doesn't. We'll just go ahead and put that here. So when they pack out all your stuff, then you got to fill out the whole thing that has your whole list of itemization of what you're taking on your trip. You should have already filled out some insurance information if you were going to insure your products, or not your products, but your stuff that you own, whatever you want to call that. And then if you're going overseas, I don't know if you noticed, they brown paper wrapped everything, even like my couch, my outdoor furniture, bookcases, everything gets wrapped because it's going into a container to go overseas. Then they give you a customs form, and then they lock your container, and it stays on that container. It'll get picked off the truck from that container, put on a boat, picked off a boat, put on top of a new truck overseas. And so that process is literally kind of neat because you get to see the paperwork and the lock, and you get to, nobody opens this box until I see it again. So that's kind of neat. And so here's kind of what that looks like. Okay, so now comes the hard part. I leave Las Vegas and then I gotta come to Germany. Suitcases packed, right? I'm ready, I'm on the road. And I finally get to get on a plane and go to Germany. Then I get here and I gotta hunt for an apartment. I did start some of that in the States, but really it's best when you can actually take a look at the place. I finally find my apartment, and I was just so excited. Even before I moved in, I drove up here and took like video. That's my bakery, because that's my apartment. This is my neighborhood. I can't believe I'm gonna live there. Look at this little street. Do you hear these birds? Dude riding down the street on a bike. Landstuhl Hospital is right over there past those apartments. The downstairs guy's drying his blankets. I'm gonna live right there, but it's empty right now because I'm not there yet. This is my parking lot. Oh, look at that. There's gonna be an amazing view over there. Yep, my parking spot. I'm just dying right now. My heart is about to burst. Yeah, I was excited. It was the bee's knees. And then I moved in, and then I waited. And I waited, and I waited. Then I waited some more. And in between there, of course, I went to work. I purchased a bed and put it together, because IKEA. Yeah, All of that in a bag of chips. For those of you who don't like IKEA stuff, bed is high quality. I love my bed, but it's also, geez. And then I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited and then I waited some more. And then I was, waiting. And eventually I got the phone call. And that's when the good stuff started happening. So here's me on the morning of, hey, it's time to go get your stuff. Meet us at customs. Another rough day. Except today's a good one. I'm definitely leaving my apartment on my way to customs to go sign for my stuff, ? And later today, all of my stuff will be going up to my apartment. So that's my apartment building, 2nd floor, later today. Gonna be full of boxes and furniture. So yay! They need this whole packet of information at customs. It's got my entire list of what I brought with me. So here we go. So it's super foggy out today. This is the customs building. So I don't even think they're open till 8 o'clock. Yeah. Good morning, customs. Here we go with our folder. Well, I don't know what's happening in there, but we're waiting. And they're trying to talk to customs. I don't know if you can hear that. Here, let me see. My paperwork is being done right now. They're trying to get my stuff through customs. I don't know what that means. Well, no car in the box means I get to go to my house. My stuff's not even open yet. They basically just cleared me through because I'm affiliated with the military and somehow it helps you to clear through customs easier. Look, I'm going back to my house and my stuff is gonna be here. Super excited. It's definitely looking pretty spooky out here, by the way. Like, what is with the fogginess? It's really out of control. Yeah. It's all well and good until you can't get the customs lock off. So the good news is the customs lock wasn't questioned at customs, but now I can't get into my box. So there's that. Stuff is... Oh yeah. Yep. We're almost at the end.
Is that a safe?
Yes, I do. It is a safe.
Oh yeah.
Yep. They didn't empty it. Oh my gosh, all of my stuff is just like a pile of papers. They're just unpacking. I've made a mess of my apartment complex area. Oh, yet another bookcase probably. Oh, so much to still go upstairs. And so we're done. So the movers have left, and I am beginning the process of trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. So I'll give you a look before unpackery. It's a mess. So this is actually also probably your first tour of my apartment. So just to let y'all know it's not cute right now, but soon it will be cute. We'll put this all together and make it like, yeah, now we're cute. Like me, looking rough today. My apartment's looking rough right now. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is the stairwell up to my apartment. This apartment is large. By German standards, you won't be able to tell that from all the boxes, but just to be clear, stairs, also my apartment, primary door that I use to get into my apartment. Bathroom, which only has one box. Hallway, down to my kitchen, which I absolutely love. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna fit all those boxes into these little few cabinets. So that's gonna be fun. The place came with a dining room table sort of built in, which I actually really love. I did already plan for that place for my whiteboard, although y'all will see that's probably January, because that's when I last saw my stuff. This definitely, I'll be needing that storage, I think. Okay, in here, which could be the living room, if it was a different, if it wasn't two apartments, this would be the living room. But since it's one apartment, this big swathy thing is my bedroom. So as you can see, actually my beautiful dresser fit up here. I did not expect to have a closet in this house, so I thought the dresser was going to be necessary. And then here, of course, is what would be the living room with the television and entertainment center. It is actually going to stay like this and be the master. I do have a number of balconies out of this apartment. So this is the first balcony off the master. What you'll see around here is little tags where I'm trying to learn German. So this handle is der Griff, and if it was plural, it would be die Griffe. So when you see these little stickies around, that's me learning German. This one is der Fernseher, which is actually for television, which I wasn't going to stick on my TV. And so this master bedroom with a few boxes, a bookcase that will take up quite a few of these books and stuff over here. And then we come around and it turns out I'm going to need this big old closet because look at all those boxes. So this built-in closet, which is not common for Germany, is about to be really full. Continuing on, we come across here. My amazing hall tree actually fit precisely where I wanted it to be. And funny story, the owner actually was like, this is where we hang our coats. So I do feel like, oh man, I kind of want to put some hooks up here or something for coats. Because where he had the coats hanging was really nice, and this is a little bit more messy, but I do like the ability to sit down and have this bench. And then we have in here my somewhat unbelievably messy office, which I will have to figure out at some point. And then we are in what would have been the end of the apartment would have been there, and this would have just been one big bedroom. Instead, it's a pass-through to the other side. And so this will be my living room, which surprisingly fit. I was definitely concerned about it. Empty bookcases, which I hope to fill soon. My IKEA recliner so that people can talk to one another in this room. Then we come around here. And the one room that I actually already started working on was my guest room. So I have a broken, yes, movers, thank you very much, dresser. Of course, it's IKEA furniture. So, I mean, if you really expect your IKEA furniture all to survive a move, shame on you. So I'm actually surprised at how much my stuff did survive. A place where the TV used to stand. I don't have a second TV for this room. And the actual... So this room is sort of unpacked, but that's because the guest room doesn't get much in it. And then these last two rooms you'll see are like, I don't know what to do with this stuff. That is actually the styrofoam from my TV, so no big deal. Needs to be gotten rid of. And then some of this stuff, I just was like, oh, it's stuff that came from the garage or from a room that I was like, oh, where am I gonna put that? And then this room, which would have been the master bedroom, if you chose to live on this side of the house, has a bunch of other things, including my beautiful children and me some years ago. Things that I need to find a home for. So this, I'm just giving you a quick tour so that later when I actually have my stuff unpacked, it will actually look a little bit, you can see the difference of, the before and after of moving in. So folks, what have we learned today? We've learned that even though Heather thought she pared down before she got here, I have too much stuff. I have literally too much stuff. So here's me looking forward to figuring out how all my shit is gonna fit in this house. I look forward to the after video. Well, YouTube, it is almost 1 a.m. on the day that my stuff arrived. Trying to still be enthusiastic, but I gotta say, this place is a mess. Like a mess, for real. I did work on a couple of rooms. Oh man, what a project this is. Oh, YouTube. Here we are. 11:30 at night on a Thursday. I'm days deep in trying to unpack these boxes. I just have to ask, why are kitchens so wildly different everywhere else in the world except the United States? Like, why does the United States gotta make everything so damn big? Please tell me. Just for reference, here's a photo of my home, my kitchen specifically, in the United States. The house I just sold in Las Vegas. Cabinets lined an entire wall. And then another wall with cabinets and a refrigerator, and a stove and an oven and a microwave and more cabinets and a Lazy Susan and then cabinets all along by the sink. That's not what I have here. That is not what I have here. So even though I thought I downsized, this is what we're working with right now. Oh yeah. It's a mess. It's a wild ass mess. We have quite a bit of work to do as we approach the weekend. So I'm down to the very last box. All that paper. Almost. Not quite done. Just gotta get a little. Oh, yeah. It's like Christmas, except it's my stuff. I'm re-gifting to myself. I better get back to it so I can try to get to bed before midnight. Ooh, guess who's looking tired? Ooh, just a little freshen up or something. It's 11:15 at night. Look at my hair just looking crazy. On a work night, I took the weekend thinking I'll be all right. I'll just do the weekend and then Monday and then bada bing, bada boom, I'll be all the way unpacked. And look, so in my defense, I sort of am. The last box with something in it. It's right here. Definitely just hit my elbow. It's almost. My office is coming together. Okay, that's a mess, I know. And yeah, that's a mess too. I'm tripping over stuff over here. Yeah. Unpacking is rough. How do you squeeze an American-sized household into a German-sized apartment? Even a big one. I actually have 2 apartments squished together into one apartment, and still. It's too much. Finally, I finished. And I'm so glad it's done. I gotta say, moving, that's, there's a reason we only do it every so often. And that reason is that shit sucks. Here's the final product. There are some rooms that you will have seen in earlier videos that you didn't see just now. There is a laundry room that I didn't show you that I'm using basically as storage room for my camping stuff and as a laundry room. I don't have a dryer, so I have a drying rack in there, stuff like that. And then there's the really big room on the far side that would have been, in the 2-bedroom scenario, it's the living room, right? The living rooms are on the outside from each other. And then the rooms move toward each other. That big room currently has in it, remember how I said I packed too much? All of them, they're goodies that I need to find a way to get to a thrift store or get on Facebook Marketplace or stuff like that. Because guess who needs to be a little bit less materialistic? Otherwise known as I need to find a way to fit all of my American size stuff into this European size apartment. So I thank you for being patient with me and for watching today. Certainly it has been a journey. Start to finish, the process, man, if you haven't done a for real, get the movers with all the papers and the boxes and the fancy, and you spend a lot of money and you move to someplace new, it's an experience. Not one to be missed, to do at least once in your life. I don't recommend it routinely. Woo! We're tired. I'm bloodshot. But guess what? I finally moved in. The end. So happy. In a few weeks, I'm going to Switzerland, so I definitely want to show you guys that. So we can actually do something. The whole point here is to hit the road, not like spend 2 months waiting for your stuff to arrive so I can show you how my stuff got here. So I'm hoping to have something posted within the next month because I have to go to Switzerland first, of course, have the experiences, make the video, by the way, full-time job. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate you. And otherwise, I'll see you guys on the flip when we get to Switzerland. In the meantime, right here, subscribe if you want to stay tuned for what comes next.